Hi, hello, welcome. I'm still here. I'm still knitting. I'm still doing stuff. I occasionally YouTube when I remember to, when I have something to say. My name is Miss M Vintage here on YouTube and on Instagram, and I Ravelry as Showgirl Boring. I have too much yarn. I did a brief count of the yarn that I definitely had, and then I kept finding more squirreled away, and then I continued looking, and then I found more, and then I still found more, and there was yet still more. So I popped it into a Google sheet, and I have 20,191 grams, which is the equivalent of 403 and a bit 50-gram balls. That's obscene. That's a huge amount of yarn. That's a massive amount of yarn. So this year, I'm trying to knit through my yarn stash. What I'm basically trying to do is have my grams per month knitted out be greater than my grams purchased in, and I am also going to include any commission yarn in this as well. So it'll be a total everything that I have. So today's the 31st of January. Let's go through what I finished in January and what I knit out, and if I am sort of in line with my goals. Did I buy more or did I knit more? Let's see. The first thing I finished were some mustard overalls for a work colleague. I used some stash yarn. I have a little bit of it left over, and I ended up using 144 grams on that of 8-ply. Pow pow! Yes. The next thing I finished was, look at this crochet cardie. Isn't it sweet? This is mystery leftover carnival stuff that I got from a deceased estate, and I didn't quite have enough, so I used up some green and some blue. And there are also stash buttons. This used up a total of 137 grams. Hooray! The next thing I finished were these ruffly socks. So cute. Look, ruffle. It's not cute when you have to cast on about 300 stitches and then knit them all through the back loop for the first however many rounds. But they're cute. This yarn, I have to thank my friend Ira for it. She bought it for herself, her friend, and me for our sort of birthday gift, so we could all have matching socks. And this is what I knit. I haven't worn them yet. But these used up 53 grams, so I still have some left. And then finally, last night, or the night before, I finished these socks. These are the Dustland socks by Stephen West. I did not like this pattern. I mean, the pattern is fine. The constantly changing stitch patterns are super tedious. But they're done, and they're for Dickie, and they're done. And they were 90 grams total. A nice round number, but there you are. So four things finished, but I did buy yarn. I'm knitting a commission for a friend of mine for her daughter, and I had to 3 balls of this 8-ply acrylic, and it is going to be a souffle, like a kid's petit souffle, I think, and a ruffle goes around that pearl line, and it will have long sleeves. And this hem, I thought I was going to die on that heel. That hem took me forever. So that's 300 grams in for that. But that means in total, I knit out, so 424 grams out, 300 in. You can see where this is going. That means I'm in a stash deficit of 124 grams, which is the equivalent of 2.48 50-gram balls of yarn. At this rate, I'll have to live to like 600 years old. The next stash project that I'm going to do is probably going to use up this and this. It's a discontinued Cleckheaton yarn. The colour is really nice. I'm going to use this for probably some like fingerless gloves for charity, because it's sort of an awkward amount. I was briefly thinking about doing a crochet scarf or something, but I just don't have enough for that. I wanted to use it quickly, but I think to get the yardage of what I have, I'll have to use it smart, not fast. Ugh, boring. But I think that will be what is next. Short and sweet. They are my stash plans. I just want to have less yarn, and I just want to be in deficit per month. That's my key goal. So I've got it all on a Google sheet that I'm keeping track of. So currently I'm also keeping like a master total, and currently, as it's only January, I've only knit down 2.48 balls of 50-gram yarn. So I feel like this is going to be a long process. I would like to say a big thank you to Claude from Retro Claude for doing any kind of stash busting series. I find it so motivating. Not only the great wins, but also some key skills to push through the delays, the challenges, the sort of lack of inspiration. So, Claude, thank you. And I would also like to thank Ira from the knitting group that I go to. We're doing a no buy, low buy together, and we're going to keep each other strong. And also just, it's nice to go through this with a friend. So thank you, Ira. Probably see you on Sunday. But basically, I've got some knitting to do. Got that, got more of this, got more socks, got that, got this. Quick, what am I doing still chatting to you? But it's been nice to chat to you. I hope your stash is what you want, or I hope you find some good stuff in your stash that you can knit, whether you knit it for yourself or friends, for charity, or donate it or sell it, whatever. And let me know if you have stash plans this year. You're doing something targeted, you're doing something kind of soft. Where are you at with your stash? I'd love to know. I will hopefully remember to do another check-in in February and see how we're going. Until then, see you later. I'm not in a time signature. What are you talking about? There is no time signature. Where we're going, we don't need time signatures.